My experience with Ravel Virtual Studios was fantastic, top to bottom. The first thing I noticed really was the quality of the sounds that were used, the orchestral samples. You know, there's quite a difference between, you know, just like an onboard set of MIDI sounds that might come with a sound card in a computer, or something that, you know, might have one instrument at one dynamic level and then another instrument at that same dynamic level. And so what you get are these kind of stratified instruments into this one sort of big noisy sound. With Ravel's recording, it really seemed like the sounds all blended together. I mean, it really sounded like an actual acoustic event. I mean, that happened somewhere outside of an electronic studio, like it was actually on a stage somewhere. So the quality of sounds and the musicality of the performance was just tremendous. I really can't say enough about it. I was also very impressed with the speed with which Ravel was able to turn my finale score into an actual recording. I mean, it wasn't, in my case, it was just a couple of days before I had a really superior recording in hand. I hasten to add that it's a piece that was, the piece of mine that Ravel performed and recorded was a piece that had been read before by live musicians. And it was okay. I mean, it was good. Understand, in a reading situation, you know, you might have maybe only half an hour for your piece for the performers to get the music for the first time, look at it, and have the conductor try to shape it and make it into some kind of recordable pass-through in front of a microphone. And naturally, I mean, presumably if you're working with good musicians, that's probably a good situation. You know, there still are mistakes that might creep in, intonation problems, you know, things of this nature. And obviously those things simply don't exist in a Ravel recording. The piece of mine that Ravel Virtual Studios recorded is a prelude and double fugue for an orchestral wind section. And I wrote it when I was a master's student, and it got read by a group, and the reading was pretty good. It was pretty good. There were good things about it, but there were some other problems that arose having to do with balance and intonation. You know, it's kind of a slow piece. You know, so you know, students were just really getting kind of a first crack at the at, you know, some of the intervals and some of the intonation. So what I ended up with was a recording that was okay, but it wasn't exactly usable. In other words, I don't think I could have shown it to, say, a conductor of another group and said, hey, here's my prelude and double fugue if your group would be interested in playing it. It didn't seem like it would have been putting my best foot forward to do so. Then I took the piece to Ravel Virtual Studios and was able to get a recording that in my opinion, far exceeded the reading experience that I had. And I've since actually used that recording in several scenarios, both applying to graduate schools, entering competitions, and plus just showing my colleagues and friends, and it's been tremendously impressive, much more so than kind of a cobbled together 30-minute reading. I found the interface working with their website and with email notifications very, very professional. All of my correspondence with Ravel was very professional, and they were extremely easy to work with, and I would wholeheartedly recommend them to anybody.